DIYers, while we are all caught up in the excitement of Kendrick Lamar sweeping through every damn category that he had for the song Not Like Us, there was a moment that I think a lot of people overlooked that has some real life implications. It's actually got a few Oreo fans pretty damn mad. You know, I'm always here for that. Did you catch this moment right here when Kendrick Lamar was collecting his 5th Grammy of the night? Yes, 5 out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Did you see Dr. Dre, obviously a mentor of Kendrick's, someone very instrumental in the world knowing about who Kendrick Lamar is? Did you see what he did after Kendrick won the award? Now, I can't play the audio because it's part of the reason why I'm locked up right now. Free Curtis King. I'm locked up for a week. I can't live stream. Check this out. So Dr. Dre says, hey, it's you. Who's the you he's high-fiving? Ladies and gentlemen, that's Lucian Grange, the CEO of UMG.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
But wait, Curtis, wait. Hear me out, Curtis. Stay woke, Curtis. Couldn't that be the reason why Drake is suing? I mean, that's one way to look at it. You know, if you see them all chummy with one another, it does look like they're in cahoots to a certain degree. Until you start thinking about some logical arguments for why they would be celebrating. Well, first of all, this is both a mutual project of both of theirs, right? The TDE label was underneath the Aftermath wing of UMG. Also, Lucian Grange being over UMG, he wins when Drake and Kendrick win. So he's just celebrating his artist having an amazing night. Also, here's another angle to look at it as. Even involving the actual lawsuit that Drake has right now, to me, this expresses how little ground he has to stand on, how much the evidence is just not sufficient and ain't doing it. And not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Do you really think, these are intelligent men who have the best of lawyers in the world, do you really think there'd be such a public display of happiness, high-fiving in public? And do you know who actually posted this? The Grammys, dummies. Oh my God, it's getting better. You can't lie on good people, man, and we gonna make sure we get all of this. We got some more stuff to talk about. But before we get to that, did you guys see this news as well? This happened on January 24th. UMG basically said, look, bro, old boy's embarrassed. Let's just call a spade a spade. He's embarrassed, and he's trying to save face by suing us and acting like we did something nefarious, as if he didn't benefit off the very same system for the last 15 years. They filed paperwork to have the whole case dismissed. It's a lack of evidence. Well, I assume that's part of the reason why they feel so freely to high-five one another at the Grammys, because he don't got a case to stand on. This is obviously an emotional decision that he made after a public embarrassment of a rapper we've never seen. Justice for Ja Rule, because this was nothing even close. That was the running joke. No, justice for Ja Rule. He at least kept rapping. He ain't sue nobody. Well, in the midst of this, you know, people are starting to look and ask, hey, what's going on with Drake right now, right? Like, this is going to be a tough week for him. We haven't even got to the Super Bowl yet. Well, he does have a concert that is struggling right now to sell out tickets. It's 15,000 people. I mean, that's a lot of people. By the way, we had 54,000 last night when we was watching music documentaries, not the Grammys, music documentaries. But Ryan Nice posted this right here where it says, apparently the Canadian rapper Drake yet to sell out Perth shows at RAC Arena despite ongoing demands for tickets. It seems like public opinion is changing and the tide is changing. But in the midst of that, people were like, who cares about that, Curtis? He's still one of the biggest artists of all time. What you really need to talk about, Curtis, is this SA lawsuit that was put up against TDE just 2 days before the Grammys. Now, I don't ever want to come in here and discredit anybody who has been a victim of SA. I think that happens, especially in the music industry, far too often, right? There's a lot of women who, because they've been around powerful men who can make things go away with their money, it's unfortunate. However, we got to call a spade, and something about this is just getting fishier and fishier by the day. But if you didn't catch it, on February 1st, it says that TDE executives were accused of SA in new lawsuit. And it goes on to say that TDE finds itself in legal trouble just days before its current and former artists are readying for one of the biggest performances of their career. Newsweek broke the news that Top Dog Entertainment, the record label that is home to SZA, Absol, Schoolboy Q, and former home to Kendrick Lamar, is being sued by two anonymous women who are claiming that the employees of the label subjected them to SA harassment and assault. Now, once again, these are really serious charges. It says none of the aforementioned artists are named in the suit. Okay. It says when they spoke up, the women said in the suit management turned a blind eye. They even named specifically, I believe both of these are the sons of Top Dog, the owner, Brandon Tiffith, and of course Musa. So it was an unfortunate situation. I think a lot of Drake fans use it as a aha. All of y'all got weird cases. Can we all be friends now? No. Because the thing about it is these lawsuits always, especially when it involves anybody over there on that side, it always looks really suspicious to me. It looks really suspicious to me. Case in point, while the internet was kicking the big backside of academics because of the weird activity that he had in a stream with a young streamer named Noor, I thought it was really ironic that he said the following. Put your thinking caps on and let me know if you see what I'm seeing.
When people see blood in the water, the sharks will hover. So I got people hit me months ago and they said, yo, check this out. Y'all see all that shit that Kendrick got going on, talk about this and third? Well, they didn't say anything about Kendrick. I'm going to be very clear. There's some people that's close to him that we trying to file some lawsuits against. Now,
so academics here is talking about how he was given the heads up about a pending lawsuit because the lawsuit by the young ladies in here was actually filed in December. But for some reason, the PR or the press release decided to just drop 2 days before the Grammys. Isn't that odd? Whatever the case may be, I mean, hey, you know, who knows what these things do in court, but the fact that his back end was getting kicked in by everybody on the internet, and then this has an opportunity to change the narrative or even get rid of the sharks in the water, as he says, I thought it was really interesting that it happened right around that same time. Could it be possible, allegedly, I have no evidence, could it be possible that this was his red button?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Nah. I don't even want to play no more of this clip, man. His voice pisses me off. Anyways, of course, TDE, or the lawyers of TDE, responded because these are serious allegations. And I think a lot of people understand what's going on here. So, in this article on Vibe, it says, reps for Punch and Top Dog consider the claims to be fabricated and baseless. It says legal representatives for Top Dog Entertainment have responded to the SA misconduct lawsuit in which two women are suing the label for $48 million. Think about this. They're not suing. They're not going for criminal charges. They're suing for a dollar amount. If someone did this, right? I'm talking to the women. If someone did this to you, I understand the need for some financial compensation, right? Wouldn't you want to pursue criminal charges? Wouldn't that be more important to make sure that they pay for? I don't want to mansplain nothing, but talk to me. Isn't that what? So it goes on to say, Newsweek reported that Marty Singer, legal counsel for TDE, said in a statement, this is a clear example of a shakedown lawsuit. Who redacted. So they mentioned the names of the actual people making the accusations, and this is when the internet went crazy, who made demands of $48 million through their attorneys on fabricated claims, and whose attorneys are looking for their 10 minutes of fame. Singer noted that there are text messages and communications that totally refute these baseless claims. Additionally, the women were never even employees of Top Dog Entertainment. We are confident that this will prevail in this action. We will prevail in this Oh my gosh.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Well, hey yo, DIYer, if you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to hit the like button. It helps this video and this channel get discovered by new people. I appreciate you. Now back to the video. So let's keep it going. Here we have some paperwork that was presented. This is someone on Twitter that goes by Mom's World that said both of these lawsuits, talking about the young ladies that filed it against TDE, says both of these lawsuits were filed in early December, but it's now getting reported on. It's just now getting reported on. Why is that? 2 days before the Grammys. Now, I think the speculation here is that perhaps this is somebody that's associated with the OVO camp or associated with Drake, trying to get ahead of all this negative publicity, this epic, legendary, historical publicity. That this is going to be the worst week ever for somebody's reputation. Probably not a wise decision to sue UMG, huh? Well, they posed that question. And then once again, like the point that I brought up earlier, shout out to my guy, Prince Angeles. He says, I wonder in cases where accusers don't seek criminal charges, but rather sue for a check, then puts breach of contract in the suit, tells me everything I need to know. It's a money play. Shout out my cousin Moni. Cousin Moni is boy, oh boy. One thing you don't want to do is get on this internet and lie and have investigative journalism the way that Moni gonna do it. Check this out. This is a thread. It says, so one of the victims in the TDE lawsuit has an OVO sound artist and Drake's father as a client. Why they act like we don't got the same internet? Did you hear what I just said? One of the victims that is accused making this accusation has an OVO artist, Smiley, and Drake's father as a client, allegedly. The thread goes on to say the fact that she follows a Twitter stan and the leader of the OVOs, that's her words, who was caught making a website that had pictures of Whitney with abuse marks on her body is insane. I never saw that, but that is insane that even happens. Let's keep it going. It says, Moni says, this likely explains how Drake's stan pages got the news first, because a lot of them broke the news first and shared it on the timeline before any major blog and then the Newsweek article. That ain't suspicious to you? The lawsuit was filed in December. It made headlines 2 days before the Grammys in February, and he did it in Black History Month. Nasty work. Same thing with UMG following that motion. An OVO stan page had the legal docs with their logo on it. And the courts still haven't uploaded a file to their portal. This is spiraling 101. Drake Aubrey, shape the stories how you want. She goes on to say, from making a huge announcement that they filed a lawsuit against TDE to removing it completely from their ongoing cases. What changed and why? Could it be that the internet is on your ass right now? Mind you, it says this is the same woman making the accusation who also is a Hollywood publicist named Linda, redacted, under fire for her Facebook post about former clients Christian Combs and Justin Combs' dad, Diddy. Well, because she came to the defense of them in the midst of all of this heat, allegedly. Yeah, and just like we mentioned earlier, they say she's deleting stories on her Instagram showing connection to Drake's father and the OVO sound artist Smiley, but she can't. It's on her website, and I already screenshotted it.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
So I'm thinking one of two situations. Either someone in one of these OVO fan camps leaked it too early without letting her know, and she had to play cleanup. Are we just dealing with people that ain't just... They not planning this out too well. They're not too bright. Because why do you act like people don't have the ability? You act like we blind except for you. We got the same internet. Boy, oh boy, if that's not a shakedown, I don't know what is. Well, it gets even deeper. The rabbit hole gets deeper. It just, somebody of these Kendrick predictions is just coming to light, man. Shout out to Ryan Nice. He exposed, he said, user Certified Jared, who I'm sure you've seen this name. He is very much one of the leaders of the OVO fan pages. He's pictured here in the far right. That's him. And that's also the accuser sitting in the same picture. It says the picture is, he's far right, pictured with one of the complaints in this image, who is the publicist for P. Diddy and does work for Dennis Graham. Yep. Boy, if you don't, man, I was born during the day, not yesterday, as my grandfather would say. Boy, oh boy. So this is the statement that was made that got her in hot water. And this is, once again, Ryan Nice's page. I'm going to say all allegedly. But it says that she took to her personal, let me get this situated. It says she took to her personal Facebook, It says Christian Combs and Justin Combs' publicist, Linda. This Diddy controversy is truly so unfortunate. I work with his son, Christian, as his publicist in the music area, and I have worked with Justin too. I've been around Diddy many times. I've been to his parties and after parties. And I've never seen what they are claiming, but I do feel like maybe he was trying to change over the past year, but it seems like it was too late and his past transgressions have come to light and now he has to face the consequences. Doubling down on I've been to the parties and the after parties? Beyond me. Luna continued, but let's remember no one is limited to God's grace and mercy. So hopefully he will find redemption within that. And if that's God's will, he'll get another chance to make it right and redeem himself with those that have been affected by him. Somebody didn't plan this out. Somebody didn't plan this out, right? Because this is the credibility is going down. And the thing about it that I think that a lot of Drake fans in this situation are not understanding, when you put a magnifying glass on things that are not true, or things that have not been proven to be true, you also put a magnifying glass on moments like this. There's no reason for me to have this and know this even exists. But according to Yahoo Entertainment, in 2019, Drake actually settled a case of alleged SA, for a victim to the price of $350,000. Complaint filed by woman against attorney. Y'all not helping. You're not helping. I know, it's starting to dawn on me that a lot of these folks think they're a lot smarter than what they are. And there's nothing more frustrating than talking to somebody stupid and they think that they think they're getting a one up on you. They think it's like listening to somebody lying and they don't know that you know how bad of a liar they are. They like just coming up with stuff and they're like, oh, he's buying it. He's for sure buying it. Just stupid in your own universe. Insane. Let me cancel that. Insane. But, DIYers, it's good that we're living in an internet where we all have access to the information that we need. It's good that we're living in an internet that challenges everything and that makes sure that they have to present sufficient evidence. This week is not even over yet. Free Curtis King. I'm trying to get my live stream back. We be back. Tight shit. I'll be back. Put some money on my books or my Patreon. Or something, help me. DIYers, those are my thoughts. You let me know what you think. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Don't get greedy. Peace.